So your market just opened, immediately sold off here from its high, failed to hold above. Let's see if we have this
in terms of FX markets, it's worth keeping an eye on the Aussie dollar, which is...
Let's say if we have this kind of formation right here and find support at the lows, and then we have a rally upwards, or if it's just gonna break it down and have a 700 retest, but the more it holds above here, the higher probability to go further upside. So another scenario is to see if price will go up to 900s and then try to revisit yesterday's highs. Not clear direction at the moment, so let's see which level will play. A nice scenario will be to buy this retest of previous low, so we can have this one as I said earlier. But again, we open inside yesterday's balance zone, inside this, so either breakout or breakdown will bring momentum. So let's see this low as well here, how this will play out. So I sorted here at previous high retest. Let's see now if we have any kind of this kind of pattern right here to retest 800s, or even lower to retest this kind of 760s, or even lower to retest down 700s and go for yesterday's low retest. Let's see. So my trade worked for a little bit until here 30 points or so, but I closed this break even because I was expecting price to go lower. Now let's see if prices will be able to hold this kind of support and break out 900s and then go even higher, or if this is just going to be consolidation below and then we have finally an 800 retest. At the moment I'm neutral, so let's see. So price managed to climb to grind all the way up above 900s. This is yesterday's initial balance high 963s. The more time spent between these two blue lines and grey lines, the higher probability will go further upside. But again, the fact that it failed to break out, not sure which side will break. Today we have a kind of inside day, so we'll likely see some momentum if we have a kind of breakout here, or if we have a breakdown from here, if price sold off or sells all this way down and then goes even lower. So let's see. At the moment slow price action but big moves, 123 points, and the average range is 94 points, so let's see. So price managed to rally already 250 points since almost 300 points since the lows, very strong. Held this kind of 150% initially resistance. Now from these 2 hours we have 4% chances for this to go up to 10,078, but again it's very strong, so let's see. Then we have another resistance right here, which is 100% average range since price broke out from this, counting from this level. So now we could possibly see a kind of pullback down to 950s, or this can just hold sideways and then goes further upside. At the moment, if we see here, we are very oversold until at least for the short term, so we kind of held this kind of yesterday's and previous and Friday's lows and rallied immediately. Let's see how price will behave here at 10,100 and if this proves to be a good short opportunity. We can see now price still rallying here from 10,000, almost 80 points or so. It's hitting extreme levels like this kind of low probability levels. Let's see how far can this go. This looks like very methodical uptrend. If you see, it has only 10 minutes of downtrend maximum since this rally had begun. So we might see a pullback right here. Let's see how these 100s will play out here. This could be very good short opportunity for this kind of range type of playing, and this is also this low here from 14th of December. So at the moment last time it went there, sold off aggressively. Let's see if this will prove to be the case right now. At the moment this is the exhaust on average move for this until from now until the US cash open. Let's see if we have any kind of pullback down to 10,000 or even lower, and if this price is just it's going to be held. Oil rallying above 31 since its lows today at 30.39, so that helped as well. But again, I'm not really sure. I think this could be a very good short here. I mean, this was straight up move, very methodically, very suspicious move. So we will see. So here we come a few minutes, 25 minutes prior to US cash market open. Now we just consolidating sideways here with kind of double top here. Let's see if this could be proved to be strong enough to hold us down for a 10,000 retest, and if we see this kind of pattern later, or if we manage to go down to the volume weighted average price, or here at the initial balance high at 9,947, and then we see a kind of rally during the US session. At the moment it looks like held this kind of range. Let's see if we have if we have a kind of mini self move. This was almost 300 points straight up. Price immediately rallied here a good 25-30 points or so. Let's see if this kind of resistance up here will prove to be a good short opportunity, but to be honest I would like to short it up here if it goes to 1000s or 100s or 120 for this kind of scenario. So let's see. So price managed to sold off down to almost 10,000, immediately held support above. SPY held support at 193's fake down. Let's see if this will be its bottom for today or if we have further downside. This one is because of the data provider stopped for a few minutes, but this was a gradual selling down. So let's see if we have any more downside. Down to 978 or even lower at 50s, or if this is just going to consolidate here with this kind of range. As I said a while ago, this could be very good short. Of course it didn't go up to 100s. So we actually have a divergence here. SPY broke down to new lows below 193, and DAX here still holding. So let's see if we have, as I said in my previous videos, when we hold close but above initial intraday psychological level, most likely we have a flash move to the downside. So let's see if this happens today. Oil is making new lows at the moment, so this will help the index to the downside. So price broke down as expected. Let's see now if it can hold this support and we have this kind of rally up to 1050, or if this is just going to consolidate sideways and we have further downside, move possible down to 9,947. We can see here a very nice decline down to 980s after a series of lower highs. If you would like to see how it traded today, we can see this kind of rally, 300 point rally, and we can see here the probabilities. Here is for price to go up here it's 17% chances, and for price to go up here it's only 8% chances. So with this information we can build a kind of short position according to this kind of price action here, kind of triple bottom, especially this failure move was the trigger to the downside. Since that move, the short could have gave you 116 points, if not more. I would really like to see this kind of price action go down to 963 or even lower 950s, as I was saying a while ago. Again, this is the average range for the US session, these 2 hours right here. So you can see now that price almost fulfilled 100% or more its average price range. SPY broke down 193s. Oil made a new low, multi-year low, 3030s is heading to 30 handle, so let's see how this will go. Of course this will be bearish for equities. So we are here 1 minute prior to European cash close. We had the initial resistance here with a series of lower highs right here, kind of pullbacked 100 or 120 points or so. So let's see where this will go, and if it goes further downside to 950s. That's it for today, and thanks for watching.